I was, innocently enough, just heating up my lunch and had a very sort of like little swimming sensation in my head, nothing big. And as I started walking down the hall back to my office, I then was walking to the right. And not staggering, just walking. And then I straightened myself out again and thought, that's kind of strange. And again started walking and again walking to the right. And then being a critical care nurse and an ED nurse, I put two and two together and realized that I was probably having a stroke or the signs of a stroke. Called out for my office mate, and then as I started walking again, then I actually started staggering. Staggered into the wall. She came out, eased me to the ground, called a rapid response. Everybody showed up, and it took about 15 seconds after that, and then I had clear stroke symptoms of big disconnect in my head. I had the sensation that I was looking for words. It took me a long time to find them, which is odd for me, and then a huge disconnect in getting them out. It took a long time for them to come out, and then when they came out, I could hear myself very slurred and stuttery sort of speech. And rapid response came. All the appropriate people, the ICU nurses, the ED nurses, the carts, the supervisors, and they evaluated me. And I remember very well that the very nice, they call him big time from the ICU, when they said, can you stand and get on the stretcher? And I said, I don't think I can. He just picked me up, threw me on the stretcher. And then as we were going down, he said, put your hands out in front of you, which is what nurses ask patients to do. And one of them drifted off, and I looked at him and in a very slow speech said, that's not good. And he looked at me and he said, no, I don't think it is. I think you're having a pretty big stroke. As I was being whisked into the scanner, the CT scan, to see if I had a bleed in my head, and that's what was causing the symptoms, they just took my ID badge and I guess registered me, and I was literally in the scanner within less than 10 minutes from the onset of my symptoms. My husband was a physician, and he died suddenly 10 years ago, and it was always he who was there for me for those kinds of situations. And they were wonderful. There must have been 10 people in there. So a pharmacist was there, asking me my weight, figuring out my drugs were going to be, asking me what medications I was on, what I was allergic to, and I could just see this concert going on that I'm used to being a part of, and I was just an observer. But I felt very comfortable with them, if you can feel comfortable in that situation. I felt secure. I felt safe. I felt that by their actions and what they were doing, that they were definitely doing the right things at the right times. And I didn't fear that I needed to have somebody else speak for me. So if you experience an excruciating headache like you've never had before, sudden onset of blurred vision, difficulty with speech, getting words out, or your words are now coming out slurred, or you're saying words that are inappropriate for the situation, or weakness on any side of your body. Get the person to a sitting position, ask them if they're feeling okay, they may need to lie down, and then you just call 911. And you don't ask the person, do you want me to call 911? You need to take control of the situation and you call 911. Having these symptoms is just as serious as having chest pain and a possible heart attack. We have medications and we have means to deal with these issues in this day and age, and we need to deal with this as a true medical emergency. I strongly feel that if you're having any type of emergency, whether it be chest pain or stroke symptoms or anything, that certainly St. Mary's is a place that you can trust and come to, and you will get the care that you need, and you'll get taken care of very, very well. My name is Ruth, And this was my story. Send us yours.